I have a really strong sense of self about where I live. It's a huge part of my being. The colours of the beach, the colours of the rocks, the trees, the landscape influence my work enormously. You cannot not enjoy what you do when you're looking at such beauty on a daily basis. It feeds my soul. Every time I write a letter, I can see through the last 2,000 years. I can see its evolution. I can date a letter just by looking at its shape and its form. I love the 26 letters of the alphabet. Being a calligrapher involves a lot more than just fancy writing. The array of work, it only stops once your imagination stops. This is an age-old method of sgraffito. In this case, I've laid colour underneath, and then on top of the colour I've laid gold leaf on a size, and now I'm scratching through the gold leaf to reveal the colour underneath. When I got my first commission after leaving school, I was still quite young, and I loved it. I loved the fact that someone would give me money for drawing letters. It was the aha moment in my life. I enjoy every single stroke that I make. I find myself in a zone that is equal to no other. The glistening of the ink on the paper just totally seduces me. I started out my calligraphy by doing invitations, place cards, menus, really lovely little things like those, which I still do. But as I got better and better at my craft, I started to do more formal documents, important documents that are housed in public collections and also in the archives of Australia. At a stage, I became the official scribe to the Commonwealth of Australia, where I was working on documents for the government. One of the documents that I'm very proud of is the Apology to Australia's Indigenous People, a document to say sorry to the stolen generation. At the time, I was working for the Speaker's office, and I had heard that Kevin Rudd was going to make an apology to Australia's Indigenous people. And at that time, I had the idea, and I went to the Speaker with it, that this document should be hand-lettered on vellum to keep for all time, and that I was the person to do that. I knew that it was a pivotal point in Australian history, but I also knew that it was a pivotal point in my life as a calligrapher, to create a document that was going to last for hundreds of years, a legacy to the Australian people, so that we would never forget. The type of thing that would have happened if the document wasn't created would have been an A4 piece of paper that was left on some metal filing cabinet somewhere in government offices. Every single stroke that I make, every single swish of the brush, the mixture of the media that I'm using, a lot of thought has to go into each one of those. I try to be a perfectionist, but sometimes it just doesn't work. The imperfections actually make the piece of work. They make it human. Everything that I do will remain. There's that old saying, the written word will remain. And that's exactly what I do.